Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 24 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. Just hopping on today, checking in on my new stuff and making sure everything's running nice and smooth. I want to pop down into my basement and see how my UU matter production is doing. Lots of lava, as you guys saw me wrap up with last episode, and we should have small amounts of UU matter getting built up in here. Getting a little bit of scrap popping in every now and then. Yep, looks like a piece just popped in there. You can tell that there's scrap popping in there when the geothermals turn on. As soon as they turn on, it means that some energy is getting thrown into my mass fabricator here, and that's pretty neat. So today's episode, there's a few things I want to get to, so why don't we get started? Should also check in on my bees. Nice thing to do. Got my noble queen hanging out here doing her thing. Let's get our meadows cultivated princess and drone combined, and let's see if we get any luck with anything spiffy. Nope, just another meadows cultivated queen. That's alright. Move these guys directly into here. Maybe next roundabout I'll do something a little different with her. That noble queen looks like it's pretty close to death, it sounds like, unfortunately. Poor noble queen. I think a smart thing to do would be to get another boost of the noble branch. So what I'll do is I'll just combine my noble princess with my noble drone, and that'll guarantee me another noble bee, which would be good. And it looks like there's two bees that I can get from the nobles. I believe those are just further up the noble branch. So there we go, got another noble queen doing her thing. My trees are working out well. I might want to move this tree farm. If you guys recall, I mentioned that this tree farm is not going to run as a result of chunk loaders loading it up. So I need to consider if I want to move this or not. I'm thinking it might be the best plan. So I think that might be something I do either in this episode or next. And of course, it's going to be nice and easy to move that guy. Why don't I think about doing that now? I should go find a nice spot near my house that's going to be loaded whenever I load into the game, and whenever I'm near my house, that is, so that I don't have to worry about the whole chunk loading situation. So let me think about that and find a good spot for it. Oh, by the way, I was looking around for a good spot to set up some farms, and I happened to stumble across my... I've been doing a little bit of this agriculture stuff with Industrial Craft, and I believe I just crossbreeded myself some melon. Nice. Very nice. Knock that off there and get those melon seeds. That'll be good to have. I'm going to throw them in my chest along with the other stuff. I also stopped by and picked up some sticky resin from my tree farm there. That's looking pretty good. So I'll keep an eye on this stuff and see if I don't keep making nice things. But I think what I've decided is I want my farming land for my tree farms and all the other stuff to be like right around here-ish. This looks like a pretty nice spot for it. It's right outside my house, so it should be loaded pretty much all the time whenever I'm in this main little, place. And I don't know, it just feels like a nice spot to me. So why don't I set up something to start clearing out some land? Let's find a good place to clean some stuff up. I should have a sickle in here somewhere, and if I don't, it's probably back at my base, in which case I'll just make a new one. Let's do that. So just going to get a piece of stone there, and you know what, I think it's the other way around. Yeah, there we go, there's my sickle. Nice. I'm just going to clean up some of this big old mess that I've got right here, because I think I want it to be on this level of the y-axis, so I think that looks cool. How about we do something like this? I'll start right about here with one of my friends, the landmark, and place that guy just like that. And better eat some more food. Boy, I really can't wait until I've got my quantum suit boots. I've been just running way too much. Let's see here. I want to clear out some land, kind of like so. And maybe run this guy right to about here. Might be nice. That looks good, right? And then I want to run off in this direction. And let's just do something else real quick. I should have a redstone torch on me, but as usual, I don't. Let's check inside my bag of tricks. Redstone torches. Yeah, I do have some. Perfect. Just to make sure everything's lining up nicely. We can run off in this direction now, and let's try all the way out here. I'm going to place down a landmark like that. And hopefully what this is not too big. I don't think it is, but I guess we'll find out pretty soon, right? Let's activate this guy. And then we've got this nice open land area. I'm going to place down what I grabbed ahead of time, which is my filler, right like so. Perfect. And let me come back in a minute once I've cleaned up my inventory and picked up all these landmarks that I need to get. Okay, slept through the night because it was starting to get a little bit dark out, and you know me in nighttime. And got myself a little bit of dirt because that's what I want to use this filler to do. What I'm going to do here is implement a new mode of the filler that you guys haven't yet seen in this season, and that's called the Flattener. And it's simply 3 bricks and 3 pieces of glass, and then we can throw all our dirt in there. And of course, move the dirt off this thing. And the light on the top of this thing being green indicates that the machine is ready to run. Now, I think I have some power transfer pipes in here. I don't want this guy. I want one of these. Not a power switch pipe, but a simple golden power pipe. We'll connect this guy right here. And then my power teleport pipe on frequency 1 receiving true. And what that's going to do is it's going to start flattening out the land for me. It's going to fill in underneath anything that it needs to. Sorry, Mr. Sheep, but you were in my way. Then I can move this nice, ugly cobblestone as well. And not only will it fill in land that it needs to, but it'll start knocking the land off here. So what we should start seeing is just a nice, smooth, flattened surface. It's using the dirt that I just gave it to fill in land where there wasn't room for, where there wasn't any yet. And it's going to use pretty much anything it needs. So I think we should be good here. I mean, I'll keep an eye on this thing for a few minutes, but it's going to take a couple of minutes to run. How about I'll come back in the middle of its progress to check on it. And as you can see here, we're starting to clear out some land. It's just going to knock all this dirt off and anything above the line that I've gotten. And you guys can see maybe why I sometimes forget the way this machine works, especially the walls one, because I'm used to just laying out a flat terrain where I want the floor to already exist. I use my filler a lot more than that walls pattern. So yeah, looks like it's running. I'm going to give this guy a few minutes, and then I'll be back to check on his progress. I'm also going to be picking up all this dirt and dumping it into my system back in my house to auto sort. And most of it will either get put back in the chest that I just stole all this dirt from, or maybe cooked up into my EMC thingy. So I'll be back. And I think I'm pretty much done here. At this point, I'm back to wishing I had Black Coal Band. I do miss that thing. But for now, I'm just going to clear out some of this coal, maybe put down some cobble, and turn all this stuff into glass with the help of my nifty little toy here. Oh yeah, look at that. Remember, shift-click to do this. Beautiful. Thank you very much, system. I like you. You're a friend of mine. Let me go clean up my inventory, clean up this little mess that I just made, and I'll be back to move my forestry modules. Maybe I should just clean this up manually real fast while I'm at it too. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, now that I've cleared out that big area, let's head over to our apiary. Since I'm here, I might as well check on my bees. Yep, get myself a few more nobles. Let's also head over here and take let's grab my Meadows Cultivated Princess with my Cultivated Drone. We'll see what kind of luck we have. Dump this guy into this side because he's a crossbreed. Nothing fancy. But this guy got me another Noble Queen, which is good. I'll take my Noble Drone out. I might want to start working up the Noble Branch in a bit, but for now we're going to hold off. And what I think I need to do at this point is just knock this stuff apart. So I'm just going to take all the power off this thing first. I'm also going to steal my chunk loading block. I don't need him to be there anymore. So now my chunks should not be loaded too close to this thing. Yeah, so it's keeping my apiary loaded, which is good. I did throw one in there. Maybe I want to chop down all my trees. I have an idea. This might work. Yeah, that worked. Yeah, I like the looks of that. And then let's clean up this old mess. Perfect. Oh yeah, I forgot I have tons and tons and tons of saplings in there, don't I? let's open up our bag here and just put all our saplings inside. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'll even take this guy. Again, all saplings will go into the bag. That looks good. Gonna just clean this up a little bit. Alright, good enough for me. I'll leave the hummus out here for now. Hummus. I know, everybody keeps telling me how to pronounce it correctly, but I suck at it. Let's head back now and visit that neat little place that we're going to call right next to my area here. See, so what's basically happening, for those of you who aren't following along with this whole chunk loading problem, is that when you're too far away from something, it doesn't run. And from what it was explained to me by some of the awesome mod makers who know more about what they're talking about than me, is basically the way chunks operate in... Oh, look at this. I'm starting to get weeds. So you have to keep an eye on this thing or you're going to have problems. The way chunks operate in Minecraft changed a little bit in the 1.8 mode of... or from 1.8 to 1.0, that is. So when Minecraft went live, chunk handling was changed a bit. And while the chunk loaders worked great in the 1.8 version of Minecraft, they're not working so hot now. Machines continue to run, but randomized world changes like the growth of trees and other things are still reliant on a player actually being nearby. There's a bit of an effort by a couple mod makers right now to change chunk handling mechanics from what I've heard. So hopefully in the future we'll have some better luck with it. But how about I clean up this electrical tape and I'll be back. There we go, all cleaned up. For anyone who wants to know how I just did that, it's pretty simple. Just close out the game and go back in. Nice and easy. So let's head back in this general direction here, and I'll be back in a moment once I figure out exactly where I want to place this thing. Alright guys, what I've decided is I want to have my arboretum sitting right here in the ground, and what that should do is kick some stuff off in this direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 should be the outer edge of my arboretum. And then these 2 extra blocks here will be just a little bit of spacing away from this cliffside. And we're probably going to expand this in the future. I'm sure I'm going to be using a lot of space here for a lot of different tree farms, but this is just the start. Now, do I want to have this flush in the ground with everything else? Or do I want this to be up a little bit like I have done in the past? Let's change it up a little bit and try the flush in the ground approach. So I'm going to place my arboretum right there, and then dig down and get my power system ready to run. Pretty simply for now, I'm just going to get my power teleport pipes like so, and my electrical conductive power types there, and frequency 1 receiving true, and that should be what I need to do. Next up, there it goes. It's clearing out the land for me. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted to see it do. Beautiful. So my tree farm is now going to be pretty much kind of flush with the ground right here. Should be pretty cool. We'll see how it works. I have not done it this way in the past, but, you know, that's what I'm here for. Trying new things, right? Looks neat. And then, of course, I'm going to want to clear out a little bit of an area around here, because I want all this stuff to, you know, be able to put down my pipes and whatnot. Yeah, that looks cool. All right. So let me think out exactly how I want my design to be, clean up this mess that I'm making, and I'll be back. Alright, so like before, I'm placing down my supplier pipe here. I'm going to tell it to supply, whoops, wrong direction. Yeah, supplier goes here. And I'll put my diamond block here. And we'll figure out exactly where I want to put it. I kind of want to have this thing nice and laid out here, but oh well, we'll see. Maybe I'll clean it up. And we'll tell it that if I open up the interface here, that hummus will go down the yellow path. There we go. So any hummus coming into this diamond pipe will go straight down here. Then I'll also want to have an output block. So first off, I should probably hook up right next to this guy. How about right here? This looks like as good a spot as any to place down my logger. So power plus logger. So so that this thing can chop down all this stuff. And the logger, we're going to have the stone transport pipe coming up again, and the insertion pipe right here into this guy. So it's going to try and insert right there like that. Perfect. So give me a minute. I want to think about if I want to change up this design from what I did last time or if I want to keep it the same. I'll be right back. Alright, I decided I wanted to do this guy pretty similarly to the way I did it last time because it was just working so well for me. So now we're going to go ahead and put our hummus on this side, which is now the red side. So anything coming in here that's hummus will go this way, and anything coming out along into this pipe the other direction is going to come right through here. And we'll circle that guy right back to this spot, and we'll place down our iron transport pipe like we had before, which is also going to connect to this guy. Bada bing, bada boom. And my first item teleport pipe, this guy is going to go right back. Both of these guys will go to frequency 1, receiving false. So that's going to send it back to my sorting system. I'm going to want to hit this guy with the iron. There we go. So now everything's going to go into the sorting system that's coming through here. And the last piece of this thing will be the item teleport right here, which I believe, according to my notes, was frequency 3, can receive true on both sides, is going to connect this guy back to my system for getting all the goodies, be it the hummus and whatnot. So now, let's go ahead and turn this guy on, and hopefully we'll get what we want. The best way to do that, of course, is to say keep 32 hummus stocked. And what should happen is our supplier pipe will now request 32 hummus to be planted in my farm. And then the farm will go ahead and plant it all, and everything should be good. So let's see. Any luck? Hey, hummus is showing up. Perfect. There it comes. I'm going to go ahead and artificially supply a bit more now, just to help this thing along. And I'll also start putting, thanks to my alchemy bag, I've got all this lovely saplings here. I'll fill them up as well. These guys go in here, of course. Alright, I'll be back in a few minutes once this is done building. Alright, looking good to me. Now I'm going to knock off my power feed here into my logger, because I want to let some of these trees grow, and then I want to be here to watch just to make sure everything runs smoothly when it's dumping all the items back out. I also have a little bit more room in here for some more saplings. There we go. And now let's head back to our base, because there's a couple things I want to do back home. I'm going to be honest with you guys, my current system of using these forestry machines is really not the best. Forestry machines are meant to have kind of a constant supply of power, whether they need to do any work or not. And I hope I'm describing that correctly, otherwise my good buddy Sengir is going to yell at me. But pretty much these machines will always be draining some power from my buildcraft engines. And that's really not something I want to have happen. I don't want to be wasting power on machines that aren't really running. So what I want to do is implement a new system to power these machines. First, before I do any of that, let's jump downstairs and go visit. How's the power feed going down here? Ooh, 56 UU matter. Sweet. Looks like we're going to get a good amount. I need one more. And look, I'm at the 95% mark. Awesome. My geothermal generators are also out of energy. So let's go ahead and flip on this power line thing here. It should start feeding a bunch of electricity into my generators. Well, a bunch of lava that'll get turned into electricity. And of course, that system behind my wall there is going to start refilling all these lava tanks for me, which is ideal. So I'm going to let that thing run for a few minutes. It'll start filling up my generators, I believe. So yeah, there goes. A little bit of juice started flowing in there. Let's hope that in the next moment I get some UU matter. Oh, there we go. Awesome. There is piece number 56 of UU matter. So now, I'm going to go do my buildcraft thing in a minute, but for now I'm going to grab this UU matter and put it to some very, very good use. So, finally, woot, time to build quantum legs. I've been tired of double tapping my mouse, and now I get to run fast, and that's what I'm going to do with my quantum leggings. So let's look up the recipe for the quantum suit. There's a lot of stuff here. There's the legs, the boots, the armor, and the helmet. I'm going to go with the quantum suit leggings right now. The recipe for this is a lapitron crystal, 2 machine blocks, 2 glowstone dust, and 2 of these iridium plates. And if we take a look at that, we're going to see that an iridium plate is made up of 1 diamond, 4 advanced alloy, and 4 iridium ore. So I need 2 of these, which means I need 8, 8, and 2. Okay? I'm going to need 3 diamonds in the end for that Lapitron. Iridium ore, the only way to get this stuff is with UU matter. So you can see here, UU matter, that's the stuff I've just been producing with my mass fabricator. UU matter is used for a lot of good stuff, and I think it's actually hiding the recipes in NEI from me, so I can't look them up and show you. But there's a bunch of pretty much considered secret recipes. You can produce a lot of things with UU matter, but for now I'm going to be producing this iridium ore. Good stuff. Can't wait to get some. So I guess the first step is to run over to a crafting table and lay it down in that little pattern that I showed you guys. It's just going to be like this. There we go. And I need this to be 8. Ta-da! 8 iridium ore. Now I'm also, as I mentioned, going to need 8 of those advanced alloys. And you guys should be aware that advanced alloys are crafted like so. 8 request. Perfect. So now it's going to go and do its thing. Request successful. If we're watching in here, we should see a bunch of stuff flowing in that direction. Beautiful. I'm going to have to go throw that in a compressor in a moment, but let's get them collected. 6 and 8. Perfect. I'm going to go throw it in my compressor and let it start doing its thing. And I'll borrow this overclocker upgrade here to go right into here. And if my ears do not deceive me, I believe I hear my lava production thing downstairs ticking away, yelling at me, saying I don't have the power to run anymore. That's that little sound effect that we're starting to hear. Not a big concern for me. I'll be able to resolve that in a little bit. I debated putting supplier pipes on there to supply redstone, but honestly I don't want to be using all my redstone that quickly. So hopefully in the near future I'll be able to throw a Klein star in there like I mentioned. Alright, next up I need some diamonds. I don't have any diamonds. And I was really hoping I'd be able to get some new equivalent exchange toys soon, but let's go ahead and steal some EMC from my relay here. I think I've got enough. And get myself 3 diamonds. 1, 2, 3. Not terribly bad. I'm at the point where I'm producing a lot of EMC, so diamonds aren't a terrible concern, but I really do need to get some more. Alright, crafting table, where are you at? So, is my memory any good? We'll find out. There we go, my first 2 iridium plates. Awesome. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and request 2 electronic circuits. Thank you. And how am I for redstone and stuff? I've got some of this, and I'm going to need glowstone in the end, yeah. So what I can do here with this guy is place my diamond in the center with redstone all around. And you guys have seen this before, right? Energy crystal. Perfect. The energy crystal, I need to place my 2 electronic circuits around that and some lapis on the side, and that's going to upgrade me to the Lapitron crystal. Now the last pieces I need here are 2 machine blocks, so let's see about that. Oh, need some more refined iron. Goodies. Let's go ahead and grab... Again, I do need to get to the point where I can automate the production of refined iron and other things, but for now I'm just going to transform a stack of it. I don't think my transmutation table knows refined iron. I think I could teach it to it, but meh. Let the induction furnace cook it up, and I'll be back in a minute. And all this dinging noise down here is driving me a little bonkers, so I'm going to go ahead and set up a lever. Hit the lever, it should disable the timer, and that's much better. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and turn this guy off as well. I'll have to do something about that in the future, but for now, it's serving its purpose exactly the way I want it to. And I should be back just in time to see these goodies be done cooking. Refined iron, thank you very much. Not to be too lazy about it, I'll go ahead and craft my 2 machine blocks before putting this thing away. So, a pair of machine blocks to go with my iridium ores. If I remember correctly, it was something like this for the recipe. Oh, woot. Quantum suit leggings. That is sweet. Now, I only have one minor problem. I need an MFSU to to charge up these quantum suit leggings. So I guess that means I'm going to need to go request 6 more diamonds. Oh boy. I really had hoped that I was going to be able to get away with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, still got some juice in my Klein star, so not a big deal. I guess it's time to make an MFSU, huh? Yeah, I guess it is. I'm going to need it. Might as well. So let's steal this refined iron here. I'm going to need to make my MFSU a bit more lapis. And I've got some glowstone on me. That should be good. Let's look up the recipe here in NEI. MFSU. There it is. I'm going to need an advanced circuit, an MFE, some advanced machine block. Alright, cool. Bunch of neat stuff. So let's decide where I want to go put this. I think for now, I'm going to jump down here and consider what to do about this thing. I'm going to knock this line off here so that my MFSU stops refilling. I need something to do with all this power, so we might as well dump it into the mass fabricator. Give me a few minutes here while I decide how I want to resolve this power situation that I've encountered, and I'll be back. And what I've decided to do is flood my recycler. I borrowed a couple overclocker upgrades from the macerator right next to it. I'm just going to flood my recycler here with cobble, and that'll produce a good amount of scrap, which hopefully will be sent downstairs and converted into more UU matter a little bit faster. And that'll quickly drain out my MFE so I can pick it up and use it to, do the stuff that I want to do. Let's even grab, well, I should probably grab a bit of this gravel. I'll grab a few pieces of dirt as well, just to burn it up, and I'll be back again, like I said, once I've gotten my MFE emptied. Looks like my little trick worked. My mass fabricator is doing its best to keep up with the supply of scrap, and my MFE is quickly draining. So I'll be back again in a moment once it's empty. Alright, looks like we're almost there. See, I don't like to waste energy, and I didn't want to just dump it into my mass fabricator without scrap in there, so I decided to just burn up a bunch of scrap, and now I can grab my wrench here. Why don't I grab my electric wrench? And this thing is pretty much out of juice, so we'll knock them off. Perfect. Got my MFE, and we can run back upstairs and start doing our crafting thing. Now I'm going to throw this in my automatic crafting table. Just right there. And just double check my recipe. So I need an advanced circuit and some advanced machines. Just one of those guys. So all I need to do, I should have my remote orderer ready, and request one of these things real quick, just 2 of them. Refined iron. Always a thorn in my side. I will, I promise, very soon get a system in place to refine that stuff. So I need 2 of you mixed metal ingots, and I might as well get, while I'm at it, just 1 machine block. And I'll start crafting up as well. I'm going to need 12 of these things, electronic circuits. Because if I need 6 Lapitron crystals, and it's 2 electronic circuits each, I'm going to need 12 electronic circuits, which was a successful request, so that's good news. I'm going to go throw my 2 mixed metal ingots directly into my compressor. Let them start up. It'll just take them a minute to run. I didn't feel like moving my overclockers. Here comes some electronic circuits. Beautiful. Now I'm going to have to surround this with redstone. That's going to get me the 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. I'm also going to need 1 more electronic circuit, I believe, because I need to upgrade this 1 electronic circuit into the advanced circuit. And I'll just do 1 of that right now. So redstone in the corners, glowstone, and lapis gets me my 1 advanced circuit. I believe that I have 2 carbon plates in my bag here, and I can get out of my compressor. I just store something I don't need at the moment. Pretty sure I'm done with glowstone. Get my advanced alloys, and we'll go ahead and craft these guys into an advanced machine. So you can see an MFSU is a pretty expensive device. There we go. And I need electronic circuits on the top and bottom. And now I can just click away to get Lapitron crystals. Nice. And then into my automatic crafting table goes my advanced machine block, advanced circuits, and Lapitron crystals. MFSU. Achievement get. Just too much. That's right. That's a lot of power. I'm going to run down here, get ready to reconnect my glass fiber cable. And what I'm going to do for the time being is I don't want this thing running just yet. So I'm going to place this guy here and this guy here. And now all these things are going to turn on and start dumping some power into my MFSU. And I can throw my quantum suit leggings in there to start getting charged up by that power, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Maybe I should get real fast some more redstone. Maybe another stack wouldn't hurt, and produce some more lava, because I do want to have a good charge on those things. I really should also look at getting some more energy, because, yeah, I need more. Just more energy. So I'm going to run into this side here and just manually refill my redstone. And I'll turn this lever back off to allow the thing to run for the time being. Alright, how's these things doing? I'll be back in a few minutes once this thing charges up a bit more. Alright, I think that's enough power for now. I'm going to steal those quantum suit leggings out. I'll probably just store this glass fiber cable right in here. So we've got our scrap doing its thing. That's cool. Let's equip our quantum suit leggings. Hooray! Quantum suit leggings are the bomb. They rock. I can't say enough good things about them. It's probably one of the things I look forward to most, and I'm really happy I got them now. All you got to do to use them, first off, they work as armor. So look at this little spider trying to attack me. I'm not worried about you, buddy. Bring it. Come on. I got quantum suit armor. I guess he was a little timid by my leggings. He wasn't ready to attack. You can also hold control to go for a nice long run. So you can see me here moving very fast now because I'm holding control. Jumping is still a little bit slow, but that'll be improved once I get my quantum suit boots. Let's check out my farm here. Alright, so let's grab out of my bag a golden conductive pipe and hook up my tree farm here. And I'm sorry to say it, guys, but it looks like this is another one of those good wrapping up points. So now that I've got this power here, I'm just going to watch this stuff go in. Oh, good. The wood's flowing into there, precisely like I would have wanted to see it happen. Yeah, it's collecting all the wood. Perfect. And saplings should go into the top here. And they're already starting to get replanted, which is good. Hummus coming in, refilling it, and I want to see the sand go out. Oh no, it's going that way. So I want sand to go down the green path. So I think I was hoping that it wouldn't, you know. Oh look, there it goes. Alright, it was kind of making its way there eventually. What I'll probably have to do here is, how about, I've got an idea. Where's my good friend, the Philosopher's Stone? Hey look, a tree grew on me. Ha! That's cool. Tree literally just grew on me. Get myself a piece of sand. See how nice that was? And I'll get my thing here to say sand goes down the green path. Cool. No, not dirt. Sand goes down the green path. Alright. So now any sand coming out should be forced down the green path. What was happening prior to this was that typically with a diamond pipe, when you have an item that comes in that's not told what direction to go, it'll pick a random one. So it was randomly choosing between yellow and green. That was just me being a little bit stupid and forgetting to put sand in the green path here. So now sand is forced down the green path. Perfect. And looks like my apples are coming out, saplings going in. Everything's working precisely the way I want to have it happen. So I think this is a good wrapping up point for episode 24. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for episode 25, when I'm going to start producing a new type of fuel thanks to Forestry, because I need to start powering these machines with something other than power teleport pipes from my main combustion engines. Like I said, my forestry farm is wasting my energy just a little bit. So for now, I'm going to sign off and get prepared for episode 25. Take it easy, everybody.